What's going on, everybody? This is Sam with Troops Mowing. I'm about to go hit a drive-by estimate, and I wanted to take you guys along for the ride with me. Basically, this is how we get the estimates out quickly to all of our customers, and this is how we can ensure that we save costs on overhead, because if you have to meet with a customer in person, they like to take a lot of your time, which is fine, but it just kind of reduces how much we can get done in a day. So come along for the ride and let's see how we get these drive-by estimates out. I must admit that drive-by estimates are one of the things that we have implemented in our business that has been a huge game changer for us. We used to do a lot of these estimates in person, scheduling meetings with the customers. It has just taken a lot of time out of our workday, and we can dedicate that time savings into revenue producing tasks or additional sales to get more jobs on the schedule. So if you are doing all of your in-person all of your estimates in person with the customer, I would take a look at how you can simplify and standardize that procedure so that you can just quickly drive past a property, spend about a minute on their property, and get that estimate out to them as soon as possible. It is a massive unlock. But before I get to this customer's property, you know that I gotta go hook me up with some energy drinks. Let's do it. Now, step one, when we show up to a property, we want to verify that we are at the right house address. So I'm going to take a look and actually, it sounds silly, but I'm going to verify I'm at the right house address. We've been in situations in the past where we've done the wrong estimate on the house. The estimate has been approved and we were massively wrong on job supplies. So it's extremely important that you take a look at the right house address. Next thing, and I'm going to do a screen recording on my phone so you can kind of see it. The next thing is that I want to verify the request that the customer had. So they said that the front flower bed also needs edging and weed removal. So I already know exactly how to please the customer by preparing an estimate specifically to what they're asking for. However, what I'm also going to do while I'm here is I'm going to look at opportunities for upsells. So she already asked for a lawn mowing estimate. With every lawn mowing estimate, we send an optional weed control line item as well. So I don't have to worry about that. We've already sent that over to her. But I'm looking, it's this time of the year, we can do Christmas lights. We can do like a metal edging install, that would be optional. We could do new plants potentially, but now is not a great time of the year to plant. I'm just kind of thinking to myself, what are some additional opportunities that I can have for an upsell? What we have created is we've created what we call an estimator form. So the estimator fills out all this information, and while I'm talking, I'm also doing a screen recording. The estimator fills out all this information, goes to our office, and the office is able to easily prepare an estimate. So without putting the customer's name, I'll select which location, I'll put my estimator's name. This is a scheduled estimate. We also give our crews an opportunity to have this form, and they can do upsells. It just kind of changes the way that we sell it on the back end for the office. Now this is going to be a flower bed cleanup, and I'm literally in my truck right now, not even having to get out, because how we kind of estimate the mulch is we say how many bags of mulch is that, and we multiply that by 12. That gets us roughly our total square feet. So I'm looking, we got 2 tree rings, and I'll get out and I'll show you with this camera here, but this is what I do while I'm just sitting in the truck. We got 2 tree rings, we got a flower bed, and that's it. So I'm looking at this, I say 16 bags of mulch. 16 times 12 off the top of my head is 100, that can't be right. 16 times 12, 16 times, yeah, I would have been way off. Okay, so square feet, 192. Now, the clearly define the service areas. It would just be simple to say front yard main flower bed, front yard 2 tree rings, or we can say all mulched areas. Actually, no, we can't, because the tree rings currently are not mulched. So we're going to say front yard flower bed and front yard tree rings, and there's 2 of them. Cool. Total budgeted hours. How long do I think this main line item, I'm not including any upsells right now, how much would this main line item, and I'll kind of show you what I'm looking at here. How much would this main line item cost? It's going to be probably 3 budgeted hours I'll have to get out and actually see the severity of those weeds. For 3 budgeted hours, I'm gonna just kick that up to 4 just to make sure that we're safe. Will there be 5 bags or more of debris? Probably. So I'll say yes. We're gonna do mulch, black mulch. Are we going to do a weed barrier install? No, but that can be an optional line item. So down here, are there any other services we can try and upsell? We will do weed barrier installation. Cool. Main line item, yep, we're going to be doing weeds. We're going to create a natural edge. We're not going to remove any plants. We're not going to remove any existing mulch. We're going to do bush trimming, and there's no tree suckers, so we don't have to worry about that. Plant installation. Do I want to add any plants? Now's not a good time of the year. We can try to upsell reoccurring bed maintenance. Not a lot of bushes to actually trim, so we'll just keep that empty. The reoccurring bed maintenance, this would take us about 0.75 budgeted hours, and we would just be weeding and redefining edges. Did you add any in-depth photos in company cam? I'm going to change my mind. I'm not going to get out of the truck right now because I'm not in like a troops mowing uniform. I don't want to scare the customer away. I can do everything from my truck right now without having to actually get out. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to put here, let's do a Christmas light upsell. And this is a 1-story home. And the office will know exactly what to do with that. I want to make sure I got everything in here. I know I still have to put the customer's name. Cool. So I'll stop my screen recording and I'll put the customer's name in here right now. Which I gotta go find it. All right. And once I click submit on this estimator form, it immediately goes to our office, and then our office, with all of this information that we've put on there, they can get this estimate out within about 30 seconds. So just for me sitting on this property, granted I'm taking the time to talk to this camera, and this is just one last check at this house. Taking the time to set this camera took me about 5 minutes to do that, but I could have got this done within about 1 minute. Just literally drive by, how many bags of mulch, how many budgeted hours, anything I can upsell, fill out the information on the estimator form, and click submit. Office gets it out in 30 seconds, and that's amazing. So if I was sitting at the office and we got an estimate coming in saying, hey, we want a flower bed cleanup, and it's a 15-minute drive to that property, in theory, I could get an estimate out to them for a flower bed cleanup within 20 minutes of them requesting that estimate. Now for lawn mowing, all we do is we just measure the property and get their total square feet, because for lawn mowing and weed control, all we need is just the square feet, and we kind of leverage a price matrix off of that. This is the best way to do it. You don't have to meet with the customer. You can clearly get all the information just by sitting in your truck, and within possibly next minute, we could get an approved estimate for a couple $100 on our schedule. So hope this helps. I strongly recommend you guys look into some form builder that you can have an estimator form, so that way it's not super complicated. If you can oversimplify and overstandardize, you can overscale. I just made that up. Don't know if it makes sense. Best of luck to you guys. Hey, if you want coaching, I know a guy. Check out the links below. See ya.